Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. These are going to be new moon and Taurus predictions for my dearest fellow Virgos. Virgo, this new moon in Taurus is grounding, stable, and powerful. So Taurus reminds us to get back to enjoying our physical world in whatever way is most pleasurable for us. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is in Gemini. So during this new moon, she lends a light feel to earthy Taurus. This is going to be encouraging us to socialize, connect, and enjoy variety. It also brings an airy energy to help us move out of our comfort zones and seek new ways to experience pleasure and joy in our material world and in our relationships. This is a great moon to start new financial ventures, and with a strong trine to Pluto, we can revamp our relationship to money and our values. All right, Virgos, so as I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards that I'm using, I do have them listed and linked in order of appearance. Oof, all right, so we got the lilies coming out. Leo got the same card, first one out, so there may be something in the Leo reading, or you may be involved with a Leo or connected to a Leo or have Leo in your chart. You might want to check that out. So the lilies talks about an ending, but it's also something really beautiful coming your way. So Virgos, let's see what other messages come through for you before we get into your reading. So we have the lilies, we have the dogs, beautiful. And we also have the attack, number 6, okay? And overall energy, illness. Okay, Virgos, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So I'm going to read from the little booklet. So number 23. Some of you may feel like you're under attack. Some of you guys also, I am getting that this may be, some of you guys might be or have been sick with the virus, because I feel like this is very much so represents that it's like an image of the virus. So maybe just for some of you, okay, it doesn't have to be for everyone. The lilies is long life and happiness will be yours. It can also mean finding that which you seek. It's a positive indicator in any position, and it can strengthen the meaning of the other positive cards, okay? So the other positive card that it's right up against is the dogs. So this is friendship and loyalty and is the cornerstone here. It could mean a true blue partner or friend and indicates that you can really, truly trust someone. It also can mean a time, can also signify a time when you will depend on your friends and your family for support, okay? So somebody here definitely could have been experiencing some sort of illness or some sort of loss. This can be anything. This can be physical, this can be emotional, this can be financial, but there's something really beautiful coming towards you, or it's actually showing you who's in your support group, your soul tribe members that are really rallying around you. And we have number 6. I did just hear lupus. I don't know where that came from. Some of you might be struggling with lupus. Now remember, I'm not a medical doctor by any means. So, you know, these are just messages that I'm getting. But when this card appears, great danger is approaching. It's a warning to protect yourself and those close to you. If it is surrounded by positive cards, it will only be a minor issue. Okay, but because it's surrounded by the illness card, it can be misfortune or possible health problems. If it falls close to the dogs, it represents the loss of a friend. Okay, so some of you guys, you may have lost a friend over this last year. It could be somebody in your, in your soul tribe, your family group, or your friend who has transitioned. They want to reach out and let you know that they are here. Some of them, they've been giving you signs, okay, like, like sounds or, things banging around or like doors shutting and that sort of thing. For others of you, this is, this may be a long-term partner who has decided to move on, or, you feel like you've lost this connection. Okay, but Spirit wants to come through and remind you that you have a lot of support, not only in the angelic realms and with your spirit guides, but many of you also in the 3D. And some of you guys, you absolutely have suffered, either financially or physically, okay, something that was quite dangerous in the attack. I mean, this does kind of look like, a zombie, like, all of these people You know, they could be zombies, they could not be. But all of these people who are sort of in the same boat, okay? So it may be just what's going on within the world, okay? That's really sort of, but there is something beautiful coming towards you, and it's showing you who you can and can't depend on, okay, Virgo? So this is a bit heavier reading than some of the others, but let's go ahead and see what else comes through. My Virgos out there, you guys can handle anything. All right, so we see the Seven of Wands. So this is an energy of your defenses are down. So some of you guys, this really does have to do with your immune system. So Spirit's really asking you to pay attention to your energy. Are you working too much? Are you feeding your body correctly? Are you getting enough rest? That type of thing. Some of you guys, again, this is a physical illness. For others of you, it's emotional. But it's, again, it's asking you to restore balance, okay? Because energy is stored in the physical body, in your bones, in your tissues, okay? So some of you guys are feeling very drained. Some of you guys are feeling exhausted, okay? Physically, emotionally, or financially. Now, your challenges here are the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who, you know, you may be entrepreneurs. You may be single at this time. It may be quite taxing for you. So this might be somebody here, Virgos, you guys might be burning the candle at both ends. So you know when you're in an entrepreneurial energy and you just always have to go, go, go. This is just a reminder here that, you know, you have to take very, very good care of yourself. The intentions that you should set, the King of Cups. Some of my Virgos, this is about asking for and receiving help, because the King of Cups is somebody who may not be showing their emotions. I do feel like there are people around you, not only in the 3D, but also asking for help from your angels and your guides, because you may have kept a lot of emotions inside, okay? So some of you guys, if you're going through a difficult, you know, financial period, or you're building your own business and you feel like you're very alone and isolated, I do feel with this King of Cups, it's important to reach out to those that know you, that there is support out there for you. For some of you, it's about telling others, hey, I'm not feeling really well. And, you know, this is what I think it is. But I do feel like this is all about, you know, relying on support. 10 of Swords, there's been some sort of very difficult ending. Okay. Some of you guys, some of you guys have experienced an actual loss and you are grieving. Others of you, you know, again, it's either financial or physical illness that you're dealing with. Okay. And we get the Emperor, standing in your power, Aries energy. So the Emperor is beautiful because this is somebody, this is about restoration of your strength. This is about, you know, planning and strategy, that you will be in full recovery here with the Emperor. Overall energy, we get the 8 of Cups. Okay, so it could be that someone or something has walked away from you, is coming back. Again, some of you guys, this may be something having to do with your immune system, some sort of flare-up, some sort of illness that keeps sort of coming back. Okay, where you think that you've kicked it, but it just sort of keeps coming back. The Judgment card, you will be moving past this. Yeah, and the Divine is definitely putting you on pause for some reason. Okay, it's asking you to just take a look at what you've been doing. Are the activities, the relationships, your thought processes, is this all sustainable? Okay, because for many of you guys, you may have been in this energy, especially if you are an entrepreneur and building your own business, you might have just been, you know, working overdrive here. Okay, and Spirit's telling you to asking you to to take care of yourselves. And if you don't, there may have been something that sort of stopped you in your tracks. I did see that maybe somebody here like had a fainting spell, something here. You guys are feeling the effects physically of either being on your own or working too much, not taking care of yourselves, not reaching out and receiving support from others. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify, Virgo. Let's see what the 7 of Wands in reverse is. This is an energy of sort of feeling defeated, feeling exhausted. All right, so we get the 2 of Wands. Yeah, so the 2 of Wands is about doing a lot of planning, being very patient, but we can also see this gummy bear here. He's, yeah, look at that, needing to heal. needing to heal, needing to rest, that you have been doing so much. It's like what I'm seeing here is that you're on your last leg, or that's how it feels. Okay, because whatever this is, this feels quite devastating. For some of you guys, it could really be that somebody in your life transitioned. It could be a breakup. It could be just your financial situation, a lack of stability. But I feel like it's affecting you in your body. Okay, the Two of Wands is about also seeing, seeing in the future that something that you're doing here is not sustainable, Virgo. So you do need to pull back. You need to rest. That doesn't mean also, some of you might be worried that you're going to lose a little bit of momentum if you take care of yourselves, or if you take yourself out of the game for a while, whatever it is. But Spirit's saying that's absolutely not true. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys, you're working towards an entrepreneur. You're very entrepreneurial, working towards building your own business. Okay, the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is about, this is about peace. This is about, some of you guys, you've been working really, really hard to get yourself out of, poverty. Maybe some of you guys have also been, feeling on your own for quite some time, and you want to, you're trying to call in love or a soulmate, and you kind of feel like giving up, but you've kind of been doing everything. I'm getting somebody here who's probably been, on the glow up, but you've been like doing exercise and maybe not eating enough, or, just like pushing your body to the extremes, working overtime is what I'm getting here. Just really exhausting energy. Spirit wants you to know that your work has not gone unnoticed, okay? That there absolutely is a new blessing coming in towards you, but you're going to have to take care of yourself, okay? You will be able to, again, if you're looking for love, this is about receiving support. If you're trying to recover from, because you're grieving the loss of a friend or a family member or a partner or spouse who's transitioned, also, this is about, the love and support that they're sending you, because I do feel like for many of you, this person is reaching out, Virgo, and letting you know that they are and have crossed over, and they're quite happy and they're supportive, that they're doing just fine. Okay, and for others of you, it's about this new blessing, that you need. It's this new blessing that things are moving forward exactly the way they're supposed to, that you do not have to sort of kill yourself in the process here. Okay, it's so important here, Virgo, to take care of yourself. What you guys are working towards, something that you may have felt like you lost or was taken from you, okay? The Eight of Cups in reverse, it is coming back, okay? It may come wrapped up in a very different package, but you will be getting it back, okay? Whether that's your health, your vitality. For some of you, it may be a particular person, but for many of you, it's just this like state of well-being and balance and love and harmony. So the King of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Cups, that you have many different options. Some of you may be kicking yourselves because you feel like you chose the wrong option. Okay, Spirit's saying there is no right or wrong here. Okay, but it is very important that, some of you guys might be writers as well. That's what they're showing me. And you're in this state of, you're having, a creative block or writer's block. Things just aren't flowing for you. Okay, so it's really important you take care of yourself. There's like a well-needed rest here is what I'm seeing. And we get the Hanged Man. Rest, pulling back, making these sacrifices. But it's not a sacrifice to take care of yourself, Virgo. Okay? What is this Ten of Swords here for my dear Virgos? Seven of Swords. Yeah. So there's something that you're doing. There's some sort of ending of a tough cycle here, Virgo, but there's something that you're doing. There's a really big warning that it could have really dire consequences. I feel like physically, emotionally, or financially. Something that you think that is propelling you forward, working so hard to achieve a goal, but there's a lack of balance here, Virgo. And so it's about identifying what it is that's taking from you. Okay, is it your focus? Are you treating yourself right? Are you eating properly? Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough sleep? Okay, what are you focusing your efforts and your attention on? Okay, because there needs to be balance. Look at that. There needs to be healing. There's something here, you guys, you need to heal from. Some of you guys, you may have started to feel a little bit better. Okay, and you might have started hitting it too hard, like trying to bounce back quicker than your body or your mind or whatever the situation is. So it's like about not pushing the issue. It's about being patient. Everything is unfolding. Some of my Virgos, there's a real fear here of losing someone or something if you don't continue at the rhythm in which you are going. But Spirit wants you to know that something here has happened specifically to slow you down, to put you on pause, because you're moving in a direction that isn't healthy, okay? Remember, what is meant for you will not pass you by. And I feel like my Virgos out there, you're a little bit nervous. You're a little bit nervous that it will. Okay, so we see the Sun card, total, complete happiness. This is you totally getting your health and your wellness restored. Okay, beautiful. This is about coming together. There's a new beginning. There will be some sort of communication. Some of you guys, you've been really, really upset because someone or you're on a break or a separation from someone. For others of you, you're trying to get your business off the ground. For others of you, this is like a health and wellness routine. But there's something here that's unhealthy for you that Spirit's asking you to take a look at. You have a lot more support than you realize, or you have difficulties asking for help or reaching out or expressing yourself, like letting people know what's really, truly going on with you. Virgo, I'm a Virgo rising. I know that we are one of the signs that almost will never ask for help. But there's something that we're doing, something that we're holding on to that we need to release so that we can move forward. And it may seem counterintuitive because I feel like my Virgos, you're worried about losing momentum. Some of you guys, you may have been through a breakup and you may be just getting out there and like dating a lot of people. But what I'm seeing here is there needs to be a break. Okay, there absolutely needs to be a break here, Virgo. And when you do, you're going to see that your everything, like your balance, your energy, your health, everything is restored and things move forward for you in a beautiful way. Okay. So it's like, I know it seems counterintuitive because you're workhorses. You know, you don't want to give up. You want to push forward. Okay. But Spirit's saying there's something here that you really, really have to take a look at. Okay. So we see go the distance. Look at that. So this is your energy. You can go the distance, but it came out in reverse. So it's like you're trying to go the distance. You can, but at what cost, Virgo? At what cost? At the cost of your health, your wellness, your well-being. You know, Spirit's saying it's not worth it. There's another way to do this. There's a smarter way to do this. Chaos and conflict. So oftentimes, like when we're burning the candle at both ends, Virgo, this means that we're trying to do it all. You guys are trying to spin a whole bunch of different plates, keep everything afloat. Maybe it's like work, family, love, whatever it might be. You're trying to do it all. But in theory, in actuality, it's creating a lot of chaos and conflict in your life because you're spread too thin. That's what I'm getting. You're working towards a new life. Many of you guys are trying to either come out of poverty, you're trying to repair a relationship, you're trying to get your health back, okay? It's really, really important that the aspect of your physical body, the body as your temple, is coming through very strong. Many of you guys who have been suffering exhaustion, some of you guys might have had nervous exhaustion, anxiety, okay, because of whatever here this is happening. Maybe physical illness, but I feel like it's also coupled with something that's emotional, psychological. There is a new life here. But you have to be willing to allow it to happen, okay? It's about surrendering to the universe. There are many different ways to, you know, to get to the same place. And that's what I'm seeing. You have a lot of options. There are adjacent possibilities. So it doesn't all have to be done right now, today. Okay, and we get by the book. So things are unfolding the way that they're supposed to. We have 47 and we have number 11. So this is balance being restored. For many of you guys, you may be reconciling with somebody, but you might be delaying communication. You may be delaying this reconciliation because you're over focused on it, because you're trying to make it happen. You're holding on to it too tightly, and you may have to release exactly what it is that you're doing in order to allow it to come in organically, to go more general, to, you know, set your intention. But if you sit there and you set your intention, okay, you're going to delay this. For others of you, you know, this is about coming out of poverty or making, you know, getting your side hustle or your creative project off the ground, which is beautiful, and hard work is necessary, but it's like, at what price, Virgo? Okay, and there's a real warning in this reading for my fellow Virgos. All right, serendipity. This is luck. You will have a lucky break. It's going to come when you least expect it, but you absolutely have to take care of yourselves. 33, this is the master teacher number. So this is about, you know, the lessons that need to be learned. And this is about not overextending yourself anymore, Virgo, listening to your body, your mind, your spirit guides. You have people that you can, you know, it may be time for you to start delegating as well, Virgo, okay? Because I personally, even doing this reading, I feel exhausted. And you know, it's funny, I tried to do this reading earlier and I got so tired. I had to go and take a nap. I couldn't finish it. And again, the same message is coming through here, that you guys have been working overtime at whatever this is. Some of you guys, you may have left behind a relationship, okay? And you're just like, you know what? I don't want to be single. I want somebody new. And it's just, this is where all of your focus has gone, okay? But Spirit's saying, hey, pull back. Okay, pull back, spend time with friends and family. You don't have to go through this alone. And that goes for those of you who are grieving as well. Some of you guys might be grieving the loss of a friend, a partner, okay? So we get spiritual maturity. So you're in the process of ascension, but this is about, you know, learning the lessons. When we sort of grow and ascend, we realize that we don't have to work extra overtime for somebody's love. We also realize that yes, hard work is important, dedication is important, but we're not going to be willing to sacrifice our inner peace and our balance and our bodies, you know, and our security, you know, for something, okay? It's not that you're not willing to take risks either, but, you know, it's also about making sure that you build in rest periods, because when we are on this linear timeline of go, 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 we get tired, we get exhausted, and that's when we get this burnout energy. And Spirit's saying, look, it is a long road ahead, but you're going to have to be able to be comfortable with resting at each one of these sort of breaks in that journey. Okay, and that's actually going to propel you forward. It's going to make you more successful, allow you to go the distance. Okay. All right, Virgos, let's see what else comes through. And we get the Gardener. Beautiful. The Gardener is one of my favorite cards. You are going to manifest. You are going to manifest your desires and your dreams here, Virgo, but you're going to have to be a little bit more patient. So the Gardener is beautiful because remember, those of you who actually, you know, who actually garden and tend to plants and trees and that sort of thing, you know that when you plant a seed, you know, if you go out there and you water it every 10 minutes, it will never grow. Okay, so the Gardener, I'm going to read from the book for you because I feel like my Virgos out there really need to hear this. The Gardener benefits throughout his life by learning how to nurture the feminine energies in his world. He builds up the garden beds, shapes the garden, puts up fences and trellises, and turns the soil. He plants the seeds that the feminine gave him initially and protects them while they grow. Sometimes he has to work hard so that when harvest time comes, he can enjoy the full bounty of his reward. So it's like, but it's also like about being able to stop and slow down, Virgo, and enjoy the bounty of all of your hard work. He learns how to be in harmony with her seasons and thereby profits from her beauty and abundance, while she benefits from his strength and diligence. The Gardener finds a certain kind of inner peace with all aspects of his garden because it keeps him connected to the great feminine cycles of nature and Mother Earth. In nature, you cannot rush or force things. You cannot have fruit from your tree without planting the seed first and tending to it patiently. Exactly what I was saying, you guys. You have drawn this card today so you may bring your attention to the work of your inner and outer gardener. It's time to consider what areas of your life need more weeding, planting, fertilizing, and other forms of constructive attention. When the Gardener calls, it means that some planning is required, followed by action taken with a willingness to work towards your goals realistically so that you may achieve them. Call on your inner gardener to help you nurture and cultivate the seeds that are ready to take root and sprout in your life. Okay, and that's also, you know, they talk a lot about being able to accept and appreciate the feminine energy. And I feel like many of my Virgos out there, you guys have been in this divine masculine energy, overly masculine, doing it all yourself, bearing the brunt of these burdens, not opening up emotionally, not delegating. You do not have to do this alone. And in fact, they're actually showing me, they're showing me an image of Pomona, I believe was a Roman goddess who was very afraid to allow anybody into her life. She pleaded with the gods to allow her to stay single so that, you know, because she worried that if she were to enter into a relationship or partnership, that she would, you know, that her garden and her plants and her animals would suffer. And so the one that, you know, won her heart came into the garden as a shapeshifter. And, you know, and he realized that was her biggest fear. So he approached her not in the sense of trying to be dominating or to woo her, but he said, hey, you know, I love you so much. I'm going to support you. I'm going to build you up, and we can make your garden double the size and more abundant. And just imagine how much easier it could be for you and more fruitful. And I feel like this is the main message for my dear Virgos out there. You don't have to do it all alone, okay? And you don't have to burn the candle at both ends always, okay? I mean, telling a Virgo not to work hard, you know, is like sacrilege. I know that, okay? Telling a Virgo that they need to ask for help is equally as, you know, as ridiculous, right? But it is time, because you will see the benefits of this. And Spirit is saying there's something very detrimental here, Virgo. You know, I think this is a big warning too for your physical health. You will get yours in due time, and the work that you have done will yield results, okay? So let's go ahead and see what messages come through. We get synchronicities. So following the signs and the synchronicities. Okay, many of you guys, you're not listening to what your body is telling you. You're not paying attention to the signs and synchronicities around you, that it's time to take a break. It's time to rest a little bit more. It's time to delegate. It's time to ask for help or accept help. Because many of my Virgos out there, I feel like you're not even accepting help. And we get spiritual career. So some of you guys, you may be doing exactly what I'm doing. You may have a YouTube channel. I feel like many of you guys, you have a side hustle. So maybe you're trying to, you know, have a, you know, trying to transition out of one career to another. Okay. We get love. Beautiful. So many of you guys, you are doing what you love, but you're also doing everything else, okay? And for some of you guys, this is about a relationship. This is about calling in love. I do see a second chance for many of you, whether it's with the same person or it's, you know, in another relationship, but you have to allow the universe to rework, you know, some things behind the scenes to bring it to you. And we get change. Yeah. Many of you guys, you are working towards change. Many of you guys, you know, you may be transitioning out of one relationship into another, one job to another. You have to be kind, caring, and compassionate with yourself along the way. Yes, hard work is commendable. Yes, that's what you've been doing, but you also need to build in breaks as well. Okay, my dear Virgos, I'm going to leave it there. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.